Mary.
And
Leave a chance to like,
share,
subscribe,
and comment
down below, y'all. Today we are going to be talking about Love Is Blind season 6 to episode 6 to episode 8. The 3 new episodes that just came out.
Oh wow.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Marshall, I would have to say, what's that girl's name? Jackie. She wants that thug life.
Yes.
He was talking about how she likes to be slapped around.
Yes.
You know, he didn't want to say physically, but I would not be surprised.
That's what it is.
Probably.
Because he's like, not like slapping, but slapping.
I think she likes that toxic love. That's what she's used to. That's why she's there abusing this man emotionally.
The amputates kind of thing. Where he belts the woman or strangles them or whatever. Or
that's what I think is going on. So I do think that it's just a bad situation. I think she wants that toxic love. So that's why she had the nerve to tell him that you're not being aggressive enough in bed and all this stuff. This woman obviously cannot get off of just normal, you know, consensual sex.
Love.
Yeah.
Because that's how it was introduced to her.
Probably.
And it's like she cannot do anything else, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of like Carisha talk about, you gotta pee on me, golden showers and all this weirdness. Sex is a sacred thing. It's a sacred act that God gave us to enjoy, to come together, you know, to have peace, quiet of mind, all of that stuff. And when you misuse it, this is what happens.
Yeah.
And so now the guy is not enough for her. She has said, can you imagine, now when I think about it, she says she likes guys who are 6'5" and buff and tatted up. And I mean, she's a tall woman. She's not a small woman. She's a tall woman. She's slim. But compared to a 6'5" big guy, buff guy, can you imagine, like, that kind of guy is hitting you?
The way that she treats Marshall is how men have treated her. But I'm sure it was 5 times worse than how she treated Marshall. That's what I believe. She needs that type of love. She can't just have normal love.
But that's not love, so we don't even need to say type of love.
Yeah.
She needs someone to mistreat her.
Yeah.
Because that is her norm.
But you know, we said it,
and
though.
it's sad. It's sad because that's your norm and you think it's okay, but it's not okay. It's abuse.
Yeah.
But what can you do? I mean, Marshall, you know, I mean, you were telling the other 2 fellows, Kwame and what's his name, Brett, that you were saying how these women, we are all with women who are letting us, bringing out the emotion in us, the vulnerability, and letting us know it's okay with my family.
And that we will never have this in our community.
Yes, because, you know, never have the opportunity to just be vulnerable and stuff like that. And I have a feeling that, because, you know, I don't know, they say love is blind in this show. But I think that
you can tell how someone looks.
People are asking. I think some people are asking. You know, love is blind, but people are asking, oh, are you blonde, or you whatever, and then someone will tell them. I've heard it done before in Love is Blind. And I can't remember the lady who was saying, oh, she's blonde, and whatever. In the end, the guy went with the Asian woman, remember? And then she went with the guy who I thought looked like a porn star. I thought the guy looked like a porn star. Remember?
Yes, I remember. Sean.
So it's like they ask certain questions to see who you are. That's how I feel. So Marshall got who he wanted to be with. It just happens to be that this is who you have.
My thing is, love is blind, but we're visual creatures. The men are visual creatures as well.
And they'll ask
there are
those
questions you can ask about their heritage, their culture.
Someone asked Lauren if she was black. He could tell by her dialect that she was black.
Yes.
And then she says, no, I'm white.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh.
There's a way that you can actually tell.
Yeah.
Even by, I mean, I feel like we all have a certain way that we can talk. There's things that we say in slang, like, you know, we say sis, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's certain
and
ways
then
that you
they
can
can
tell.
also just ask. They also can also ask. So maybe they don't
I
show
think
that
they
part.
get a feeling. I feel like if they hear something, they're like, oh my God, it's that type of woman. I don't want to be anywhere near that.
And then I'm sure the Love is Blind crew, they're not going to show that part.
Of course.
Where they're asking all those questions.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Also, there's really no black women on this season either. I mean, Lauren
you know, I
saw one, but that was it.
No, I saw like 2 or 3 when they had the whole picture of them.
I didn't see none of their stories.
No, That's what there were no stories.
Lauren did say that.
So
I don't think they want
feel-
another success story like Lauren and Cameron. That's just my prerogative. That's what I believe.
I see.
You know what I'm saying?
I see. Well, also maybe their audience, right? You know, the audience is probably mostly Caucasian, right? And so they know that, and so they're like, okay, we don't want to lose that audience.
Yeah.
And so, you know, maybe we will have, knowing that most of the time black men do want women who are not black.
Right.
So they know that. So let's do the opposite, as opposed to having a black woman being in an interracial relationship, which will upset our audience, maybe, I don't know. But they have to appeal. I think all shows, and that's why people, you know, all shows have to appeal to the audience that's watching them.
Right.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
And in America, blacks are what? I think they are 13%.
Less than the Asians.
I think they're 13% now. They're only 13% of the population. So when that occurs, I mean, that's what happens, you know?
Yeah, but let's go ahead.
This is what it is. I know when I came to this country, when I came to America, this was in 1990. I mean, we were here before, 1989, yep. And I remember there was a stat that was done, and it said by the year 2020, when the blacks were birthing so much, their birth rates were so high that they said in 2020, blacks will be almost 50% of the population. And then that was not the case. Now you have the Hispanics who are like
50% almost.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, they have that strong family unit.
Yeah.
And stuff that was in the black community that is not anymore.
Yeah.
Because we're here talking about all these things that we're hearing, black men killing their child's mom and the children. Yeah, of course, yes, it's not all black men will know this, but that's what happened in our community. The thing of family that we had when I came to this country is no longer there.
Yeah.
It's not there. The black family, black community is no longer there. And I don't even know who the black community leaders are. You know, I mean, they used to be there, you know, but maybe they're all old now, you know, and they were expecting the youth to take the mantle. And it's not even the youth. It's like people who are like in their 40s, my age. Those are the ones that are expecting 40s, 50s to take the mantle. And the Generation Xers are like, no, thank you. I don't want to take no mantle for nothing.
Yeah.
You know? And I don't think, you know, millennials, and they're even listening to any Generation Xer anyway.
Yeah, but let's talk about Zach and Bliss.
That's another rant. But yeah, moving on.
But Zach and Bliss,
Zach and Bliss.
He has decided to propose. They have been talking.
Yes, they've been talking.
And seen each other.
Yes.
Me personally, if it was me, I would not even bother giving the guy a second chance.
No, is Bliss black?
I think she's
biracial. Okay. Or Hispanic. It's so hard to tell these days.
I have no idea.
But
I don't know. She is giving him a second chance. I don't know if I would. I mean, I could see if you were still loving the guy and care. I just feel like I will always feel like second choice. And I would feel like you didn't choose me.
And she keeps on throwing these daggers. I mean, you either accept him and moved on, but I don't think she has.
My thing is he also has not really validated her, I don't feel like
that.
He has just said, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, yeah.
I should have chose you. I was such an idiot. But for him, it was just like, look, you know I made the wrong choice.
And
you know I made the wrong choice, so did I.
To think.
Right?
How to feel. You can't.
I think it's a red flag.
Yeah,
I feel like the
fact
that
oh, well, you shouldn't feel that way because, no, she can feel however the way she want to feel. Okay? Bruh.
Yeah, so I just feel like he really should have just not, I don't think she should have even bothered with Zach. I felt like it was just not going to work out at all. And, I don't think it's going to work. Yeah. I just feel like the fact that he chose Irina over you, and he could not see that, obviously he has some healing that he needs to do.
Yeah, that's what I think.
And there's some red flags for me when I see Zach, really. Yeah. I just would not have wasted my time. I would not have wasted my time.
This is such a sweetie. I have no idea why
she could have found someone else better, and I just don't think Zach is the right one for her. But I mean, she's gonna. I give it a year.
Yeah.
Sorry.
If that.
Yeah. Brett and Tiffany, nothing really happened with them. I mean, she introduced him to her friends. It went very well. I mean, it seemed like he really genuinely does care about her. You were on the fence, though.
I'm on the fence with Brett. I'm sorry.
You said it sounded like he sounded like Elijah from Married at First Sight, who was talking all the sweet stuff with Katina.
Yeah. And stayed doing that for what? They were almost 2 years, and then they're no longer together.
They were on and off for 2 years, okay? Because I heard they got divorced about twice, or that they were about to get divorced.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But Micah and Paul, I don't think she likes him. It's giving me Tasha vibes. It was also giving you Tasha vibes.
Yeah.
I don't think she's really feeling him.
No.
I don't like the fact that she's always laughing at him.
Yeah.
I don't think he likes that either. I also think that friend who she said has single-handedly helped her, end relationships. I think they have a code between them where if Micah is in a relationship where she doesn't want to be in, that friend will help her get out of it. So the fact that she turned on Paul so quickly was like, you should take what she's saying about you personally, even though she's there being an a-hole. You want me to take it personally? Why? Just because you just said she's in a mean mood most of the time. So why do you want me to take that personally? So then she went and attacked him and was like, well, you should take it personally because this is how she feels about you. I felt like he said a lot about her. And I feel like Paul needs to listen because the fact that Micah has mean friends says a lot about her. And the fact that she's always laughing at you and saying, he has no style. He does have style. His style is country chic. Not country chic, but I feel like
country chic. His style is CC.
Okay, CC, not Coco and Chanel, but it is country, it's cowboy. It's country is
CCC, cowboy country chic.
I will say is country is home down. It's thrifted, you know. It's vintage. It's country vintage. That's what I would say. CV or country chic, whatever. So that is a style. It might not be a style that you like, but as a fashion major, it is some type of style, okay? So my thing is, I don't like when you're always laughing at your fiance. Yes, there might be some things that he does where you'll be like, oh my God, babe, you're so clumsy, or whatever.
Nervous laughter.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like she's always going out of her way to talk bad about him.
I don't know if you all felt this.
What do you feel?
I thought she had a past relation with that girl.
Because it was so weird. What? He's not right for you.
And then left with.
And their friend is not cute. I actually thought she was trans. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I just feel like it says a lot about her that Micah had Irina as a friend, and now she's having these mean girls.
Different friends, because the other one seems nicer than this other one.
And she still seems like she's a little bit mean as well. There's some mean pepper in that soup. So I don't know. It just seems odd to me, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
But Paul needs to get out. But yeah, I think Paul needs to watch out for Micah. I don't think it's a good match, but I do think he's going to come to his senses eventually.
Yeah, but he has been questioning it. And did he say anything to Amber when he saw her?
No, he quickly found Micah and went by her and gave her a kiss and all that.
Yeah.
Now Josh, I felt it was a little odd. Josh,
but she was there smiling at Josh.
She was smiling at Josh, but I don't think she was really feeling Josh.
I didn't think so, but she seemed to be smiling.
I mean, in the preview
and sitting there.
We see the preview that she actually goes to sit down with her. She's like, you cared about me, really?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like she's going to go for him because, I mean, she basically said they never talk about anything deep, and that's maybe who she's used to. So she just might go for that foolishness. And, you know, hey, maybe that's who she needs to be with.
Yeah, until maybe she heals. I mean, really.
Yeah.
Stop wasting the time of other people, but, you know.
I mean,
I think Marshall, that's who he wanted, and he was excited about it. And now, well, you get to stay where you want it to be. That's how I feel.
I mean, I feel like this show, if anything, it has really made me more aware that it's so important that you heal before you're trying to find anybody.
Yes.
Because you can ruin it. You could really have a good person.
Yes.
And you just ruin it.
You do.
So, I mean.
And I feel as though she knows. That's why she came to him and hugged him. Either that or she didn't want the cameraman to think that she is like mean.
I thought it was so weird because I thought that whole argument was odd. I do feel like it was a low belt. I feel like She
Marshall
went
said
low,
he
but
told
he
them to
also
be.
went low
He
when he
said,
called
well,
her a
you are a
project.
project, and he said it specifically. And then, and then when you told me to man up.
And she's like, well, I'm not playing games with you because you left to me. And she's like, but you, what you want me to do when you say that I'm not man enough and I'm not being aggressive in the
But
bed?
my thing is, why did he pack up?
Because I'm not going to sit next to you when you're saying that I'm basically not a man and I'm not doing man
then what he
stuff.
should have done is not pack his stuff. You could have just said, I am going to step away.
No,
Because
why?
I don't
So
want
you
to
can,
say something wrong to you. I'm going to step away. In that way, you're showing her how to be.
no, because Jacqueline's the type of person that'll follow you
But the
to the
fact-
couch where you're sleeping on to go cuss you out and talk about how you're really not a man. Look at you, you're sitting on the couch like a little sissy. How dare you?
That's why I said
Like,
you leave, but
you
you pack
act-
your things. What was the packing of the things for? I'm going with suitcase. That was too much.
Maybe he was thinking, maybe he was contemplating actually leaving her.
And you know something?
She's the type, she's
There
trying to
is-
be the type that will actually bully him, call him all types of names. That's what I think.
Right, to get out from under him asking
I
them
mean,
for us
even
to talk and open our souls. But my thing,
Open our soul.
I mean, that's what she's trying to get away from. You know,
Yeah.
she doesn't want to be bothered with my Marshall and all that stuff. But when he called her a project, we got to think about that. It wasn't really to be mean. He does want women like Micah who need healing, and he thinks he can be their healer,
Jackie, yeah.
their savior. No, no. You don't need to be anybody's healer. And that's something he got to heal from. Being with women who got issues. These are the women he likes.
I just thought it
And
was
you got
weird.
to try to find out. Look in your past. Look in your childhood.
Yeah.
Did he have a parent that he had to parent?
Hello?
You know?
Why
You
does
go
he
back
have
to your
the parents
first
there?
love, the parent.
Yeah.
So maybe this is what he's used to. He wants women who are damaged, who haven't healed. Because it makes him feel good, like I bring my expertise on how to fix you, because he's used to fixing people from a young age.
Yeah. Maybe.
So he himself need healing. And that's why they both found each other.
Hello.
Mhm.
But let's talk about Chelsea and Kwame.
Ah,
Kwame has found his woman. And she basically has told him, you need to pack your stuff up from Portland. You're gonna have to be there and be living in Seattle. And
but he lives in Portland, right?
yeah,
Okay.
he's feeling like, I'm sacrificing more in this relationship and you're not sacrificing really anything.
Yeah.
Do I think he's ready to settle down with Chelsea? No. Do I think that Chelsea's the second option? Yes. Do I feel like it's going to work out? No.
But he feels like, wait, he's sacrificing, whereas with her, she just says, well, this is how it's going to be. You just have to compromise. But he's
when they get
feeling
with-
like, but I feel as though he's trying to find an excuse for it not to work. So he's already saying that. I feel like I'm sacrificing, which I think he is. I think he will be sacrificing.
It's a huge sacrifice.
It's a social thing for him. He goes, and my best friend, one of my best friends, he plays soccer.
Yeah.
Like 4 or 5 times a week, and this is very important to him to do. And this is his social friends,
Yeah.
They're like friends, family kind of thing, and now he's moving to another state. And as you're getting older, you kind of want to hold on to the people who you already have. You don't want to go have new people. So when you go to her turf, it will be her turf. And, she's saying, well, her job, his job is more flexible. I guess he can do it remotely,
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, Chelsea's
I
not
think
going to be
there's a
sympathetic to
little
you.
bossiness to her, though.
She's very
too.
bossy, and I
In the
feel
way
like
she talks to him, and kind of like, in a sense, what's the word? Like that mother kind of thing, like that with him.
that's what you want to call it.
And I don't know if it's going to work.
It's not going to work because he doesn't want her anyway. Okay, he doesn't want
Because
Chelsea.
he is very privy to that, and he doesn't like it. Her trying to tell him what to do.
Yeah.
He doesn't like it. We
No.
already saw who was the one told him after Chelsea told him to go get the water chips.
It was
Irina told him
Micah
to go
and
get
then
a drink.
Irina, and he's like, no.
And he said, no, you take your tail and bring it up this way. So
I felt like that
he's
was something
sensitive.
else.
He's sensitive to the nuances of maybe racism or stereotypical stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
He's sensitive to that. So sometimes, even if maybe it's not really that,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I don't know what job Chelsea does. I feel like in her job, that's how she is,
Yeah.
or has to be. I don't think it's really that. Now, Irina, I thought was being just rude.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, I don't think Chelsea, I don't think Chelsea is that kind of person. I don't, really.
Yeah.
But I feel like he might think it's in the way she's talking
Well,
to
I
him.
mean, I
So
don't
she has
want
to
to say
be
it's necessarily
careful.
racism, but I do want to say that it is basically like she knows that these type of men usually go. It's just like Brett
Oh, I
and
see what you're
those
saying.
boys over there,
Yeah.
Brett, Kwame, and you
And
know
Marshall.
Marshall.
Yeah.
These women know that these men typically go for them, and because
Mhm.
they believe that they are the prize and that that's their preference.
Right.
There's a way that they handle them.
Oh, I see.
I know why you're here.
Mhm.
I want to treat you the way I want to treat you. That's what I think. You know what
Okay,
I'm
I see
saying?
what you're saying.
So, I mean, it could be that, it probably could not be. But that's just how I feel. Because it
Yeah.
just seems like all these men, it seems, well, I mean, I guess except for Brett, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? It seems like they're having to bend to these women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But, I mean, really, I just feel like.
Even Zach.
Oh,
You know, Zach and Irina.
yeah.
Irina is really
I just think
mean girl.
Irina's just an a-hole.
Yeah.
That's what I believe. I just feel
I
like
mean,
she was just an a-hole.
regardless who you are, she's just going to be like that. That's how she is to everybody.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But oh my God, Irina was pushing up on Paul. Micah confronted her and talked about how dare you? You know, this is my other half.
She said she went to Micah.
She told Micah that I'm attracted to
Paul.
And that's probably the only reason why that Micah even gave that boy a second look. Because she was not even interested in Paul at all. We were actually going to call this, I was actually going to call this video, was it Dear Marshall and Paul, please run. Because those women don't want y'all.
You know what I thought? I'm going to tell you what I thought with Micah. And it was weird, but later on when you see her parents, you're like, well, they don't seem to be the kind of, what's the word, biased people. I thought that when Micah chose Paul, she already knew Kwame was black. That's what I thought.
Absolutely.
And I think then what I thought that she did not choose Kwame because she felt like either her friends or family will not like him because of the color of his skin.
Well, that's what I was thinking about Chelsea and
That's
her parents.
what
That's not what happened.
Right, but that's what I thought about Micah.
Right.
That's why she made Paul was the safe choice. But then when she saw Kwame, it was like, man, I should have gone with him anyway because he is worth, you know, like showing to my parents and my friends because he's so cute or whatever. I don't find him to be cute, but in her mind, that's what she thought. But so that's why I felt. So I always felt like Paul was just the safe choice for her. Don't go there and get anyone who's not Caucasian. Maybe a parent or friend told her that. Yeah. You know, and so she was like, I can't be Kwame. That's what I thought.
But I personally feel like these two will probably be cheating on their spouses with each other. Yeah, Chelsea, that's what it's looking like to me.
Chelsea, I got the feeling that I didn't know if it was like because the way she was like trying to get him ready for her parents or her father.
You would thought that it was going to be some horrible interaction. It wasn't.
And it wasn't.
If anything, Kwame's was worse. With his mom basically saying that I don't agree and I'm not coming to the wedding. And
I didn't see that.
Well, they were talking on the phone. And he says that my mom was very upset. She doesn't agree with this and she's not going to be there at the wedding or whatever. Oh, wow. That's basically what the mom said. And she says that she hates that I went ahead and did this without her. This is not how it's supposed to be done in our culture. Yeah. All this bullshit about that.
Well, Kwame obviously is Ghanaian. You can always tell by the name. Yeah. You know, Kwame, I think he was born on a certain day. That's called. Like my middle name is Ama, meaning I'm born on Saturday. Yeah. Yeah. So when you have those names, you know, the Ghanaians, they name their children according to the day of the week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the day that they were born. Cool. Yeah. So Ama is that I was born on Saturday.
So you always know you were born on the Saturday. That's so cool.
Yes.
What day was I born on?
I actually don't remember. I don't remember the day. Why do I think it was like a Wednesday or a Thursday?
Like the weekday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember, but I remember the time. It was 12:34 right after midnight. 34
I
minutes after
know.
midnight. I
Right
remember
after my
that
dad's
because
birthday.
yeah, you were determined. I'm
I
gonna
will have my
come
own day.
on my own day. You don't get to
Take this from me.
Yes.
I know he was upset. But I think that was everything because we're almost at 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to. I think so. We did Chelsea, Micah, Bougie, Brett.
A lot.
Yeah, I think that was everything. She's not with the show. Okay. Yeah, I think that was everything.
Yeah.
But yes, you guys, it is Mary. Remember to like,
share,
subscribe,
and comment
down below.
Bye.
Bye.